So it is Tuesday, and salty day means we do hard mode no pause. So we are currently on a streak of 4. We are on a streak of 4, and the last ship we beat was the Slug A. It's kind of weird lately. I've been watching every time I load up my stream for FTL. It shows you how many people are viewing the game that you category you're in. It's always weird to see FTL. It's either 14, 100, or 2,000, depending on who is actually streaming. And it's usually around 14 when I start streaming, because there's just not that many people playing FTL these days, it seems like. You wanted slats, but you guess you'll stay for the salt. Okay, nice. But yes, our streak of 4, we've done Mantis B, Lanius A, Fed B, and Slug A. So I'm trying to, I don't know, stay positive, not care, focus on the journey, not the destination, all this stuff to not be super salty, but we'll see how that goes. So here we go. Random ship in 3, 2, 1, and random. Mantis C, we have not played. Alright. It's funny, a lot of our streaks we don't get any Mantis ships till the very end, so we're actually getting some Mantis ships on this streak. Will Rand beat Mantis C? Question mark. Yes. No. 2 minutes. And I actually have a bunch of crew requests from YouTube. I think the other day when I said something about nobody's requested crew for a while, that made everybody want to start requesting crew. So, Meow Zhedong, you request so many names, I'm going to ignore your request right now. Sorry. Because I have a crap ton of requests I need to get in. So, I'm going to be starting with YouTube requests. J. Randula wanted any non-human. So, we'll make that the Lanius here. J. Randula. I have a Mantis request from Nervo Somnifer. And then any crew from Face Hurt. What a great name. Face Hurt will be our Lanius here. No, our NG here. Face Hurt. All lowercase. Alright. I'll get you with a crew during the run, Meow Zhedong. I'm just not going to get you as a starting crew because I actually have YouTube requests, which I haven't had for, like a month or so. I'll have you know FTL is more or less the most popular spaceship-based roguelike on Twitch, and definitely the #1 roguelike where you have to defeat the Rebel flagship. Great, useful information there. Okay. This is a clunky ship. Yeah, this is a pretty clunky ship. I feel like last time I played, I made more use of the starting weapons and felt like it went a little better. Like I locked down a room, then boarded, and then stunned as a lockdown wore off as I moved my Mantis out. I think that's probably how you're supposed to play this. Give the people what they want. I'm doing my best by playing this game that I don't want to play, but apparently the people want to watch me play. Whoops, no, I want to save you here. What I want to do so I can hit enter and teleport. Alright, I played a lot of no pause, or I was playing with pause yesterday, so let me make sure I didn't accidentally turn my pause button back on. I did not. So if I hit space, there's no pause if I accidentally pause. Okay, one nebula jump doesn't do anything for us, and we'd have to backtrack anyway, so jump jack directly into stress. A tough choice if you want to 3-man board or 2-man. Well, you say it's a tough choice. I usually 2-man, because I like keeping my pilot on the ship in case a missile starts to fire. But getting a free crew to board Jump 1 is amazing. Holy crap, that's a great start. Okay, so I'm going to do this to save those positions. Holy shnikes, what a great start. Free crew on a boarding ship, sign me up. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Will cheat engine work today for cross training? I hope so. I hope so. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, I'm just gonna instantly board with 3 people is what I'm gonna do here. And we just take the burst laser shot. I want my Lanius to take no damage because he's the one guy I can't refresh. repair for the 1 damage we took. Not bad, not bad. Spectre, thank you for 30 months of Prime subbage, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Just get a free border. Game is so easy, I know, right? Yeah, free crew on a 4-man TP to boot. To boot. I definitely want second shield before I'm saving up for anything else, I think. Technically, it can't be called no pause, because, you know, whenever you get dialogue, it auto-pauses your game. Thank you for being that annoying person on YouTube. I appreciate that. Your prediction is coming true. The boarding ships and wins. Not the no votes to feed the believers. Okay. 30-something months already. I see exactly 30. Which usually it tells me if it's a different number, but yes. 30 months. 30 months is amazing. Support is awesome, and I really appreciate it. This guy, if he didn't have the offensive drone, would be safe. I honestly probably want to refresh my Lanius crew here if I can. I'm going to let him die. On purpose. Oh my god, he didn't die. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Go die with your friends. Here. 2 damage, not too big a deal. Alright, 30-something months. 30-something months of subbage is amazing. Go die with your friends. That's how this works. I usually have my boarding crew, you know, that are not Lanius get refreshed by the Lanius, so they have a friend. So they have a friend to die with. Probably I want to do a fight where I don't board with this guy if I want to refresh him. Oh, well, if I want to get his health back. Like if it's an easy 2v2 fight, although I probably do just want to refresh him if it's safe. Alright, or I board with him because it's safe in there. You go there, and you go there. I should have gone for the drone. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. If that one's offline, we're good. And I can refresh here by letting him die after he finishes killing the ship. Send in the clones! Send in the clones. Hold me while I suffocate you. Hold me! I'm going to suffocate. Hold me, please. You guys got a value point in drone control. This is going to take a bit. I'm going to do this, I think, with just the Lanius. I don't think I want to board with these guys and have them get refreshed. It just means it's going to be slower. Is that right? Do I want to do it with just this guy? Yeah. It's slow. There ought to be clones. I don't know what that sentence means. Scout rolled a 3-power drone control, I know, right? This sure started on a humorous note. Okay. Okay. This isn't too bad. Like, he's taking it down at about the same speed it's being repaired, I guess. There ought to be clones, is what you meant to say. Okay. Do I want to turn on speed hack? Not yet. We're not training yet, so I'm not going to turn speed hack. I can be a little bit patient here. It shouldn't take too long with the speed of the repairs, I think. Speed of the auto repairs, hopefully. Is there any training I care about these guys losing? You've gotten 2 fighting training. You've got none. Probably gonna take another 2 minutes, not a big deal. Why do people throw cigarettes on the ground? I don't know. You're scared the speed hack blows up our SSD again? Yeah, that is a little scary. Rand training arc when? What's up, Scott3? As soon as we get 2 shields and a safe fight. Then we'll get training arc and we can have story time. Story time, best time, right? What do I have to talk about story time today? I have a couple things I can probably chat about. You hope I use good montage music. I mean, FTL is the best montage music, right? FTL OST, such good montage music. His Lanius is getting swole. Yeah, he's gonna lose some of that training when he dies here, but Yes, very swole. Could have done that when that shot went off. Oh well. And now we get him refreshed. Okay, that is enough for our second shield, which we will get online. Just a second. This story time. Tell you about my favorite moment of acapella. Okay, I'll try to remember to do that. Oh wait, you did a request, Meow Zedong, didn't you? Wicket the Ewok. Okay, I don't know if a rock looks like Wicket, but sure. Wicket the Ewok. Does that all fit? It does. I feel like he's more of a, I don't know, Chewbacca look-alike, but you know, it's cool. Alright, 2 shields. Hopefully we'll have a safe fight to train sometime here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nice if Speed Hack sped up the music OST too. That would be pretty crazy. Oh, free NG? Easy game is easy, man. Just get free crew on a boarding ship. I say easy game is easy, and now the game's gonna punish me though. It's odd. You hate playing FTL, and you like playing Satisfactory. At the same time, you enjoy watching me play FTL, but not watching me play Satisfactory. Yeah, understandable. I didn't say positions correctly. Take a missile. We're gonna take a missile anyway, I think. I don't blame you. I like watching League of Legends, but don't enjoy playing it. You know, so. Okay, let's get. I already have all the crew I want, so let's get another Mantis border. Although honestly, probably Rock border would have been better, because Rock border. Because Rock border. What am I doing here? Isn't a scary when mind controlled. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna start with 3 guys in here, and probably not bore with Elanius. So many free crew, by the way. So good. Litchi, thank you for the 9 months of subbage in a row and 12 months in total. So we have a Twitch baby and a year anniversary of subbage at the same time. I really appreciate all that support. Awesome. Prepare to impale foreigners, yes. Safe fight? Yeah, but we can't actually train engines, so if I can't train engines, I don't really want to do the training. Let me see what we're boarding into. Okay, a rock and 2 humans. Alright, so I guess you get shield training while we just board here. I want to be able to get all my training if I'm going to do training, so. But yeah, I understand the draw of watching this, even though it's kind of like I love streaming Satisfactory, even though I get a lot fewer viewers. And I'm not gonna say I hate streaming FTL, but there are times when I hate streaming FTL. So, you know, everybody has a different perspective on what they enjoy, pretty much, so. Okay, here I'm gonna turn on Speed Hack, because I don't want to wait for my refreshing. Refreshing takes a frickin' year. So let's find out if Cheat Engine will cause a weird SSD crash like yesterday. Okay, it didn't turn on. Did I do this wrong? Enable Speed Hack, apply. It's not working. Did I not? Faster than light, open, enable, apply. Okay, now my Speed Hack's not working. I wonder if when my SSD got screwed up yesterday and I... Oh! Wait, they are walking faster. That was weird, but it wasn't the 9... Did I... Frame limit off, vertical sync off. I think for those who missed yesterday's stream, I'm pretty sure my graphics card had an issue that was messing up with my SSD. So I think there must have been an NVIDIA settings update, which means I have to go back into my stupid NVIDIA settings and turn off frame limits for FTL if I want to do this. Yeah, so, okay, let me do it while we're not in the middle of a fight and I'm worried something's gonna get screwed up. Let me close that. NVIDIA settings. For those who wonder how cheat hack works, this is what you have to do to make your cheat hack work. You go to program settings, I think. FTL. And you have to turn off vertical sync, is that right? Off vertical sync, I think. Or is it off max frame rate? I think it's one of those two. So we're going to apply that. Cause all this stinking lag. Okay. This is all normal. Now if I turn on cheat engine. This is why when people ask, hey, what mod do you use for speed up? It's not a mod. This is an actual third-party software. It's still not working. Oh, what setting is it, man? Oh, does anybody remember what the setting is? Because it's not working. What setting is it that you have to turn off? Specifically, what's up, Tech Diff? What's up, Quote-unto Twitch? How are you doing? Anybody remember? I swear it was vertical sync is off. Mask frames are vertical sync is off. Max frame rate. Okay, it says global setting. I'm just gonna do off. Do that. Apply. See if that works. Okay. Max frame rate is off. The game is normal right now. Go to cheat engine. Maybe there's a setting in here that I have to change. It's so annoying when this crap happens. Yeah, there's something that's maxing out my frame rate. Alright, I don't know what's causing. I can speed it up some, but I can't speed it up a lot. What should I change? Both. I turned both off. I watch FTL. I turned both off. Check the VOD if you want to see what I just did. I don't know why it's not working. But I give up for right now. Alright, let's go to store. You cursed it. It's your curse. Yeah. There's hacking, a fire beam, whole missile. Whole missile's actually a really good boarding support weapon. Yeah, it's a little bit of a speed boost. I can't just buy hacking though, right? So I could buy a whole missile to kill heal base, clone base, or I could just buy hacking, which I think is the correct play here, even though we're low on drone parts. So yeah, we can do that. I keep stun bomb because that gets us the resultant shield. Speaking of, is there a resultant shield bypass or anything? No. Alright, so we just do that. Mantis. Okay, there is a Mantis available. Tech Diff. FTL wants me to take it all in and not speed boost, I guess. It's so annoying when updates to your computer break your settings. I hate that. It's so annoying. Alright, as long as I don't kill them all. Well, that's kind of the only thing I know how to do. So, the only way I could do this quest correctly is if I run a dude around over and over while I slowly kill all of his subsystems. And I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to kill them all. I'm going to do the thing they told me to not do. Just don't kill them all. That is a promise that I cannot keep. The only thing I know how to do is kill them all. And there we go. I killed them all. Their own fault, really. If you think about it. I kind of want to get the NG to prepare training. These guys refreshed. I killed all his friends, I know. Well, his friends should have, I don't know, not turned to piracy. I don't know. Is hacking ever a bad play? I would say it's rare. Nixont, that buying hacking is the wrong play. I could see some situations where your scrap levels and your build benefits more from something other than hacking, but I would say it's rare if that's the case. So the reset of NVIDIA settings, pretty sure I need to restart FTL. Really? Okay. Really? Why would resetting FTL itself? Okay, well maybe so. Remind me after this run, Lofi, or others. Remind me because I'm not gonna remember to do that. And if that is what I need to do, I would like to do that. 0 dodges. Bad. Iron bomb into my weapons, that's fine. You hate when updates break stuff. Windows, that's a feature. True. Quite true, actually. I really don't want you to get the repair training, actually. No dodge training. Alright, you go repair. Well, the choice between hacking and pre-igniter on a gunship, then hacking is a bad play. You forgot the kappa on that. Forgot the kappa. Hacking can make dicey if you're in a Zoltan sector with no way to get past Zoltan shield. Yeah, there are times when what you need is actually a weapon. Or something else other than hacking. On a boarding ship, on a ship that is a boarding ship, I would say it's almost never the wrong play to purchase hacking. I think some new players might not realize that probably the best boarding sport in the game is actually hacking. Which might seem weird because, you know, like there's bombs that are really good. Maybe a clone bay you could argue is better better boarding support than hacking. But hacking and clone bay, if you have those two things, your boarding ship is almost done. You need a way to get through Zoltan shields. You need a way to kill auto scouts. But clone bay can be your way to kill auto scouts too. So, the rock is not open. Pixelman. I mean, the name is Ewok. If you think that's a normal name for FTL, you might be new to FTL. There's only an NG available right now. Some people think hacking isn't the best boarding sport. Well, there's a lot of people who have not put 5,000 hours in FTL. So, yeah. Lots of people who think that Blade Beam is a good weapon. Or that Vulcan is awesome. You know, there's a lot of misconceptions to new players for FTL. A lot of misconceptions. 5,000 hours. I mean, mine's somewhere above that, but I just don't know the number. So, you know, there's a lot of people who have ridiculous amounts of hours in this game. All right, what's my next goal? Zoltan Shield bypass. Store 33 scrap. I could buy long-range scanners, but I kind of just want to gain scrap. Blade Beam is a good weapon because it's fun. See, no, you are incorrect. You are technically incorrect. The worst type of incorrect. No. Maybe you forgot to put kappa in that statement, but Blade Beam is not a good weapon. It's not good. I should probably just board with my Lanius here. Guarantee I don't take damage. Ship probably dies. Wait. We'll just wait. One more asteroid will do it. It is fun. Yeah, dying before it ever fires is super fun. What a great weapon. Dying before it ever fires. You never remember to use kappas? Oh, okay. Well, then use /S if you're being sarcastic, please. Alright, so they're going to be running. I hope they doesn't have an anti-personnel. If he does, this is bad. Yeah, we're fine with that. We'll take the NG. Okay, well, you didn't have to double pay. Sorry about that. This would be a safe fight to train if they weren't effing running away, you piece of crap. but they're effing running away. And we got a great. We got a map at the end of the run. Wonderful. At the end of the sector. So useful. Okay, NG name of pixel name. It's a little faster, but our frames are capped, so not that much faster. Heavy ion is good because it's fun, Kappa. There you go. We generally do think that glaive is fun, so that part isn't sarcastic. Well, okay. I guess when I say good, I mean consistent. People will say things are good in FTL when they don't care about getting consistent wins. So I guess I should ask for clarification when you say good. You say it's good because it's fun. And my response to that is, what do you think is fun in FTL? Restarting over and over until you get a good start? Because that's usually what you have to do if you want Blade Beam to be good. These are not very good choices. I guess Columbia protects us from Rock Live Mine. Have one extra green this way, but it could be a Force Zoltan. Subscribe this way. Mr. Shogi with 87 months in a row, Tier 2 Savage. My friend, you are amazing. You've been subbed to me before churros were even invented. That's right. That's right. We're getting old, Shogi is what that means. We're getting old. Easy mode is fun. Yes, easy mode is fun. Alright, please don't give me a map. Okay, 21 scrap. 87 months, WTF, I know. How many years even is that? What is 87 divided by 12? Alright, we have intruders on board and a missile. Okay, one border guy here. Back the missile. If we ever get the missile offline before it fires, my guess is no. Oh, we did! But then it came back up. Please. Please, I don't want a missile in my face. No, we got a missile in my face. Clock this game. And of course it kills my hacking. So I can't get a second hack through. 2 effing missiles. Doge? Okay, good dodge though, good dodge.
You need to be a good Doge. You need to stop being a bad Doge.
Fun. Beautiful. Alright, so let's not vent our crew. Well, we're gonna vent them anyway. So it's actually kind of fine, I guess. Right, go in there to get vented. Do repair that while we unvent our crew. And by unvent, I mean, you know, refresh them. It's over 7 years. That's crazy. It's crazy. The fact that I've been streaming for over 7 years and Shogi's been consistently subscribed that whole time. Man, Shogi, you are an amazing friend and supporter. Mr. Shogi's pretty awesome. I know, 7 years, it's crazy. That is crazy. Do you know Saturn's rings were formed at most 100 million years ago, meaning they are younger than both Sharks and Rand? Yeah. I really hope you forgot the Kappa there, because I'm not 100 million years old. As cool as it would be to be immortal and 100 million years old. Okay. Empty jump is empty. I'd like a store. There are 2 guaranteed stores in the sector. I hope one of them's not there. 7 years, I'm looking into a career change. Seems about right. Yeah. Okay, how am I going to do this? Gordon Clone Bay. Gonna hack weapons again. Huh, how did the Clone Bay just take damage? Did a missile hit it? Or not a missile, but a freaking asteroid hit it multiple times in a row or something? Weird. Right, Ion Stunner. Better way to get through Zoltan Shields, I guess. Alright, refresh you. And am I gonna refresh my other Mantis? Yeah, I think so. Hey, we got a bit of a hype train going. Thank you, Miao Zedong, for the prime sub for 2 months. Appreciate that. All of the emotes. FTL came out 99 million years ago, apparently. Okay. Tech Diff says, I enjoy winning. Don't get me wrong. Who doesn't? You've never concerned yourself with getting win streaks. You don't like going for exclusively the objectively best options. You always, as you find, you always go for one of the 2 meta strategies. Just gets old. That said, you understand and respect the win streak perspective as well, even if it's not for me. Sorry for all of tech. That's fine. That's fine. Well, yes, when people tell me things are good, I have to remember that we're all coming from different... We have different goals. I am coming from what is objectively going to get me the win most likely because I'm streaking. And if somebody says Glade Beam is good, I think you're wrong. Because from my perspective, Blade Beam is not good for consistently getting wins. So I gotta keep that in mind. 9, 8, 7, 6. That doesn't work. I guess I could check if there's a store that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we'll see if there's a store over there to help plan my jumps, I guess. As a casual player, Vanilla Vulcan is bad. Yeah. Can't do any updates. Glaive is arse. The joy is in getting it to work. Yeah. Back the surviving Mantis. Missile. I have still had 0 safe fights to train, man. This effing sucks. He does have his missile broken, so I like that. Although if his missile... Will his missile stay down and I can train from just the ion, maybe? Maybe, actually. Try to not kill him. Okay. I think I can train this, because I'm pretty sure this missile never turns on, if I'm not mistaken. So... So how do I want to do this? We get that done, so we can train... We can train dodges now, and it's going to take frickin' forever. Is there anything else I can train here? Yes, I can train weapons with ion stunner, so let's do that. So this is our training. And it's not going to be that fast, because our speed hack's not working that well. The weapon system is shot, it said in the event text. I don't read text, so... Gotta love a slow-ass weapon that goes down with a single hit to weapon system. Heavy lasers for the win. Nice. Alright, well, this is going to be a long story time because this is my first chance to train and I'm going to take it. So, Miao Zedong had a good request. I will tell you all a couple things before that. I have a concert this weekend, so that's a good thing. So, you know, a concert means making money. I got a response in one of my emails to somebody who I don't think they work in the audio engineering. Speaking of, you know, my looking for a new career, I don't think they work in the audio engineering profession, but they teach it. They teach at a university. One of my singer friends' ex-husband, weird connection, that apparently they're on good terms with, sent me an email back for my response. So I have a good source to talk to ask for advice, so I'm looking forward to that. And also, I'm still really excited about Path of Exile 2. I watched a bunch of videos last night, so that's the other thing. So, what was the topic that Miao Zedong said for story time? Oh yeah, favorite acapella experience. One of my favorite acapella music experiences was, it's happened a couple times, is when I've made the YouTube recordings of my Vocalese group, where we do our pentatonic style covers. That's one of my favorite things to do. And my brother, if you look at the YouTube videos I have of my demos or samples, my brother funded one of our recording sessions where he paid me the money to pay my singers to do a 2-hour session. And doing those sessions is super fun, and then I get to practice my audio engineering and editing for those sessions and come up with arrangements and stuff like that. So that's one of my best memories of doing acapella stuff. You skim the text unless you really need to pay attention. Yeah, I just hardly ever do that. Weapons guy looks like he's jamming out. Nice. They thought friendly X's were mythological beings that did exist. Yeah, I don't have any of those. I don't have that many X's, but it's never really ended in a way that I would call super positive, to be honest. Is FTL actually my favorite game? I mean, I have so many thousands of hours. Saying it's not a favorite game is probably disingenuous. I mean, do you have a favorite job? FTL is more of a job than it is a game to me anymore. If you are sad to hear that I don't love this game as much as I did when I first played it, and it was new and interesting and whatever, I think it is the best roguelike that has ever existed. It is my favorite roguelike that's ever existed. I've played a lot. I played Binding of Isaac. I played, a bunch of card games like Monster Train and Slay the Spire. I think of all the roguelikes I've played, I think FTL has the most replayability, best soundtrack, most diversity of game style and choices that you can make. It's just infinitely replayable. It's not my favorite game ever because it's my job. When I try to name favorite games, I have to go by genre. So for MMO, probably has to be WoW, like probably Classic or Burning Crusade WoW. If I go by like old school RPGs, it's probably not Chrono Trigger, although it's a good one. Secret of Mana or Final Fantasy VI would be my top two. Favorite survival game ever would probably be Subnautica. Favorite automation game is the one I'm playing right now, Satisfactory. Favorite card genre game is Monster Train, because I like that a little bit more than Slay Spire. So there's some of my favorite games in their genres. Love it or hate it, this game is a masterpiece, yeah. Did I try Retropolis? I played it, it's pretty fun. I didn't find it have that much replayability. I didn't love the combat in it, but it's a fun game. Favorite shooter? Probably my favorite shooter would be back in college when I played Halo a bunch. The original GoldenEye was amazing, but if I had to choose a favorite shooter, it probably would be Halo or Halo 2 back in my college days when I played that. Open world survival craft. Favorite open world survival craft. Some Days to Die is fun. Do I think it's the best? I don't know if I think it's the best. What's that one? Valheim is really good. I don't know. I don't play a lot of open world survival craft games, so I think I might be done with training. I don't think I'm going to be up for doing this entire training session here without speed hack working correctly, so that's good enough for now. If I get Stealth B, I'll try to figure out how to make it so that we can get full training somehow. Get my speed hack to work, spend more time on making that work. Team Fortress 2, while not your job, you're still burnt out on after playing almost 5.5 hours in the last 11 years. Yeah. There's positives and negatives to following your passions, to doing your passion for work. The positive is you're following your passions and you're doing something you're passionate about. The negative is you can get burnt out on the thing that you're passionate about. And I am so far beyond that with FTL that I only do this because it's the game that I get the most viewership on. If I had a choice, this is not the game I would stream most likely. Do I have a specific comfort game? My comfort are MMOs. So it's like it's whatever MMO I'm currently really interested in. For a while, I was playing City of Heroes on some of the free-to-play servers that are available. And if you don't know, City of Heroes is an old school MMO about, being a superhero. Super fun game. And there are free-to-play servers where you can play it. Homecoming is the biggest one, so that one I'll return to and kill time in a lot of times. Every once in a while I'll return to WoW. Haven't returned to WoW for a while, although we did do some Hardcore Classic on stream a while back, and that was fun, that I'll probably go back to at some point. I'll every once in a while, like, you know, go back to EverQuest, which is like the first MMO I ever played, or try out, you know, see if I can get into Guild Wars 2. Like, my favorite genre of video game is MMORPGs. And the sad thing is there's not really a good MMORPG that's come out in the last 10 years. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, Throne and Liberty is so good." No, what they really mean is Throne and Liberty is mediocre, and it's new, and the MMORPG genre is so saturated with crap that something that's new but mediocre feels amazing. So, MMOs are my comfort genre. Best War Crime Simulator, FTL. You can't seem to play more than 1 or 2 hours of an open world survivor game before you get bored. You don't know why. You thought you would like them, but you just don't. Yeah. Okay, where are my guaranteed stores, man? Hope I'm able to break out of it someday. Oh, don't worry. That's why I keep talking about... God damn it. These freaking ships all have missiles. That's why I keep talking about changing, or why people are asking about the whole changing careers. I'm looking into making a change. That's why I was talking about audio engineering earlier. That is the change I'm looking to do. I'm looking to get training and potentially move into a new career. You were playing softball last night in our co-ed league, and this woman took a grounder straight to the face. Ugh. Getting hurt in sports is something I do not enjoy happening or see happen to other people. Anytime there's like a football game or a soccer game or basketball and they're like showing a close-up of somebody getting hurt, I have to look away because I can't. I couldn't be a doctor. I hate seeing people be physically in pain. I played EVE Online. I've tried EVE Online. And the combat doesn't feel like combat. And from everything I understand about EVE Online, it is a spreadsheet simulator more than it is an MMO. And for people who love economy in video games, it's great. I'm not a big economy player. That's why I never got into MMOs, huh? Have I seen Breachway? I have. People keep telling me about Breachway and Void something. I have seen them, and they look cool, but they're either early access or not even available in early access for most of these games, so. I know Zoltan Shield bypass. Alright, well, let's get a Burst Laser too, I guess. Let's buy drone parts. Full repair. Couple fuel. Okay, there is one other guaranteed store this sector. I don't think I'll ever afford cloaking, but I'd like to have enough scrap to be able to afford Zoltan Shield bypass if it's available. I think I do anything else here, most likely. Hope that goes well. Wishing me the best of luck. I appreciate it. 3 effing borders and a solar flare. Gotta love it. Sound of the impact was brutal. Okay, great. Please stop telling me about somebody getting hurt. I don't want to hear about it. What's up, Ninjality? Hope you had a nice start of the week. Doing well. How about you? Didn't Brian Regan do a bit about softball? He did a thing about playing t-ball, I think. I really want to refresh. But I'd have to take a solar flare to refresh. I'm not going to do that. What about 4X games like Civilization or Stellaris? Those are pretty fun, but I'm not big into those games. Zoltan Shield bypass. Beautiful. Our boarding ship is basically done. Very nice. Brian Regan did a bit about... he wanted the snow cone. You got a free snow cone at the end of the game. Free snow cone at the end of the game. Grape's my favorite. Actually, cherry's my favorite. They're both favorite, but one's a little more favorite than the others. That's what I remember the Brian Regan bit about playing t-ball, I think. At least weapons are good for taking down Zoltan Shield. So is getting a Zoltan Shield bypass to get past those Zoltan Shields. Have I played the original Rogue? I don't think I have. Okay. Paint my ship with you. He's gonna board me, but I'm gonna board him with 3 dudes. Literally every ship in this sector had a missile, I think. Amazing. Just amazing. Somehow we got the NG to board us, which is kind of awkward, but that's fine. Okay. Alright, you guys go repair. You guys come back and get refreshed. Help if I did that. Let's refresh just you two. In your opinion, you prefer medbay with level 3 teleporter or clone bay with reconstructed teleporter? Okay. Yes, well, that's a very expensive preference. So, do you play on hard difficulty? That would be my next question. If you're playing on hard difficulty, you are spending a lot of scrap on your teleporter. That is not a very low econ way of playing the video game, that's for sure. You want to start Satisfactory after watching my last stream? Nice. Satisfactory is so good. I've been having so much fun with Satisfactory. I thought of another favorite game in a genre earlier, and then it slipped my mind. What was it? Oh, I can't think of what video games were we talking about earlier. Can't remember. On boarding, you like to swap to clone bay, but sometimes you're reluctant to switch medbay to clone bay, huh? Well, for new players, I will just tell you, objectively, clone bay is better. Every best FTL player in the world, I think, will agree that clone bay is objectively better. And when I say best players, I mean people who stream, who have done streaks, who have done challenge runs. Clone bay is objectively better. You might like heal bay better, but clone bay protects you from more events, is safer in more boarding situations, and is just generally objectively better. So, sorry to people who think differently, because you're wrong. Damn it, Zoltan Shield plus missile and free effing boarding. Fuck you, FTL, man. Um, 225 stream streak. That is crazy. How did you dodge everything? Rima, you are crazy and awesome. Thank you for support, my friend. Oh, god damn it. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Did he just snipe my dude with a stun and a fire? Fuck you, FTL. God damn shitty ass missiles. I can't hack him now. Fuck you! These dodges! What the F? Okay, missiles down. Okay. That's already reached. Fucking missile, Zoltan Shield, free border bullshit. Alright, I need to refresh my entire boarding crew here. What's this junk? Is after the Little League part, he talks about striking out in slow pitch softball. Ah, okay. I might not remember that part. You play Multiverse. At least you did. Okay. Well, Multiverse is a different video game than vanilla, so talking about liking Heal Bay and Multiverse is like talking about comparing a different game to a different game. It's like comparing EverQuest 1 to EverQuest 2. They're basically different games. I don't really consider that a fair comparison. That is crazy, Grima. 225 stream streak. That's amazing. Yes, allows you to kill auto scouts with Clone Bay. Yes. Did I say my favorite FPS is Halo? Shouldn't it be Rainbow Six Siege? Oh god. Oh god. Yes, if I want to yell and be mad, Rainbow Six Siege, my favorite shooter. That or Overwatch. I think both have their uses, are better suited for better builds and situations, which was probably the intent. Tech Diff, I'm sorry to tell you, if we're talking about vanilla FTL, you are objectively wrong if you don't think that Clone Bay is objectively better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a hard stance on this. Yes, there are situations where one will be better than the other, but in general, hard stance, Clone Bay is objectively better. In the same way that Flak 1 is objectively better than a Burst Laser 1, Clone Bay in more situations is far better than Heal Bay. So, Clone Bay wasn't your favorite when you're new. You just realized refreshing crew isn't that big a deal. Yes, if you... Usually my question when somebody says something like, why do you think Vulcan's bad? Or why isn't Heal Bay as good as Clone Bay? And my answer is usually you haven't played on a higher difficulty for a long amount of time yet. Because when we're talking objectively, I'm going to say at the highest level of play. When you talk about something being objectively better, you can say things, well, I'm playing at a lower difficulty, or I'm playing for fun. But when you're talking about something being objectively better than another thing, you need to be talking about, in the most number of situations, in the worst possible situation you're in, what will be better to get you a win. When you talk about tier lists for competitive gaming, nobody cares who is the best champion in League of Legends at Silver. We care about pro level, what is consistently going to get you the most wins. So talking about Heal Bay versus Clone Bay is just objectively better. So protection against some events is nice on Clone Bay, yes. There are more situations where Clone Bay is better. So when people say things like, well, situationally, I want to clarify, when I say objectively, that's what I mean. In more situations, Clone Bay is objectively better than Heal Bay. What are we trying to do here? I'm trying to get cloaking online, and I am nowhere near that right now. Do I want to get level 2 hacking before I save up for that? I probably should. I don't know why I decided to go off right there, but I get a little bit defensive when people make statements like, well, I'm playing in easy, or well, I'm playing in multiverse. It's like, well, then that's a different situation. We're having a different conversation then. You like medbay on Lanius B because you can't vent to refresh. Yes. In that very specific instance, you could argue that Heal Bay would be better. But then I would argue you're spending 50 scrap to change something that is only slightly better if you are boarding with specifically 2 Lanius crew. That is such a specific situation, and you're having to spend 50 scrap to do that thing, then you could argue, well, you had to spend 50 scrap to get Clone Bay over Med Bay, which is also true. But Clone Bay is in like 90 to 95% of the situations always the better option, especially when you're talking about teleporter. You're arguing about the opportunity cost of starting Med Bay versus buying Clone Bay. Yeah, exactly. There is opportunity costs and stuff like that as well. But my argument about Lanius B spending the scrap on Heal Bay is if you're good, if you control where crew goes, if you control when your Lanius are fighting, like we do when we're playing Lanius B, then Med Bay is a waste of 50 scrap, because if you just play better, you won't have to deal with that issue. So there, you could say, skill issue. If you think you have to buy Heal Bay to make boarding good on Lanius B, then I would say, as mean as it might sound, skill issue. Because as I've gotten better at Lanius B, I have found that the Clone Bay, keeping your Lanius crew health high, is not as bad if you know how to board correctly. What's up, Dark Waffle? So, TLDR skill issue, right? I know, so many augments, and I just got to go here and sell one. Okay, I actually really want to buy that backup battery. Which means it's going to delay cloaking even longer. There's long-range scanners. Mike Copley's going to chime in. Funny thing about that is, you mostly agree there are some surprising exceptions. Your favorite one was discovering the Crystal B in abandoned Sector 2 to 3. Clone Bay is objectively worse. Crystal B, abandoned Sector 3. Interesting. Because Crystal boarding, they take half damage from... You basically have built-in emergency respirators on clone border, crystal borders. Yeah. But again, you have to come up with these like super fringe cases for most of these things to not be true, right? buy one drone part too. Like, specifically, this one sector with this one specific ship, Clone Bay is slightly worse, right? It's because you actually want the combat skill, which usually doesn't matter. That makes sense. I can see that. I can see that. Long-range scanners, I would like to have bought them, but they were just too expensive, sadly. It's 50% better 90% of the time. Okay. Wow, 2 stores with long-range scanners and me with no scrap because goddamn empty jumps. Half power, manly search, we got Clone Bay. Refresh that guy, it's fine. People would often buy Clone Bay on that ship because they are in that sector. Let's see. So you're talking about, let me conceptualize what Mike Copley's talking about. He's talking about on Crystal B in abandoned sector, was it specifically 3? No, 2 or 3. You start with a heal bay, buying Clone Bay because you're in Elenia's sector. How much better was it to get heal bay? You're saying it's because it kept your training that it was better? And does keeping your training mean you always win the fight? Seems like you have to have some very specific certain types of fights where they have missile and you're afraid of missile taking your Clone Bay offline or something. Yeah, what's the... I feel like I need more context for this to understand your point, Mike, of heal bay being specifically better in that very niche situation. Okay, missile down.
Fuck you.
Okay, here. 2 damage missile, of course. Gonna refresh you anyway. Let's get you to tank it. Holy crap, that is an amazing free weapon. Because there's so many variables in that. Yeah, if you board with 3 crystals instead of just the 2, are you using lockdown or not? Like, it's not specific at all. They always have 2 crew, and you worked out a technique that guarantees the fight. Not sure you can't pull out your crew back with the Clone Bay if it gets hit, and with half damage you should be net positive training too, like how rocks gain combat skill boarding auto ships with Clone Bay, huh? Alright, well, I'm gonna let Britnoff and Mike Copley talk this through, because it sounds like there's some very, like, I guess the question is, what is the strategy? What all are you doing? And I'm guessing it's probably very, if it's Mike Copley, it's probably very involved. Do I want to get another weapon upgrade, or do I want to save up for the cloaking? If I just get cloaking, we're in such good shape. I want to kill auto scouts. Kill both the auto scouts. I'm just gonna do this. I just want to have burst laser, heavy laser, because I want to have it. It's gonna put me behind in getting cloaking, so it's probably objectively the wrong play, but I'm doing it. Good drops this run, yeah. Turns out what is objectively best depends on what the player and the community knows. Viewership day, luck today. Thanks, Looter Drifter. I don't know. Like, I feel like you're playing devil's advocate right now. I'm pretty sure you agree that in 90+% of situations, Clone Bay is better, or you're playing devil's advocate for this one specific ship in one very specific situation of being in Sector 2 or 3 abandoned. Don't think he disagreed on it being better in most cases. Yeah. I don't want you guys to take the... Oh, I did not mean you to be in there. Okay, well, I got a lot of guys that got low on health that I didn't mean to be low on health. So... You generally agree that Clone Bay is better, although usually not 50 scrap better. Okay. You're there. Do you think that Clone Bay is 50 scrap better on a boarding ship that is not specifically Crystal B in Sector 2 or 3 abandoned? I guess that's probably too general a question because it's every run is different, right? So your answer is probably what my answer is to most people, and that is it depends. How far ahead are you in scrap? How reliant are you on boarding for your offense and all that kind of stuff? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get 5 here? Yes, we can. Okay. Safe fight. So do I want to do more training? Not really. I don't really want to do more training. It's got hacking. Okay, Clone Bay, that's good. Clone Bay, where are you hacking? Kill that. Beautiful. That's breached. Now we're good. And we're safe. Usually do not switch to Clone Bay on a boarding ship, but sometimes you do. You basically never swap on a gunship. I would agree with that. The only time I ever swap to Clone Bay on a gunship is if I'm like super low on crew, going to the boss fight with like no mind control counter, and I'm like really worried about losing crew. But yeah, I would agree that Clone Bay in general I don't swap, but on boarding ships I often will. But again, it's so situational. I don't know. Some people who I feel like are newer to the game undervalue Clone Bay. Like, by a lot. I feel like there's a lot of people who have not played a ton of FTL and do not realize how good Clone Bay is. Or how much better it is than Eel Bay. That's why I'm trying to hammer it home sometimes when people say things like,
man.
It's situational. Yeah, do you have 6,000 hours in the game to know what those situations are? Because if Mike Copley says it's situational, I agree with him. If Shogi says it's situational, who's never played FTL, I gotta take it with a grain of salt, because he's watched me play this game a lot, but he doesn't ever actually play the game himself. You know, so there's different levels of knowledge when it comes to saying, do I believe you when you say something is situational, you know? All we need here is a Breach 2 for fun. That's right. There is my other store that I have to dive for. No offense to Shogi. He's the smart one not playing FTL, by the way. Is he running? No, he's not running. He's just cloaked. Okay. Chapter 1, Clone Bay versus Heal. Chapter 2, How Glaive Changed My Life. I mean, it's like those, you know, tier lists that people place on Reddit. And people will come to my chat and go, hey, Rand, you should have seen this tier list where somebody put Heavy Ion over Burst Laser 2 or something. And it's like, yeah. I don't trust... You gotta know the source of said tier list or knowledge or opinion. You gotta look at the source. You know, you gotta be a fact checker for FTL assertions of what's good and what's bad, you know. You have 50 hours in FTL, Heavy Laser 2 is the best weapon because it has the best sounds. See? Based opinion right there. Oh my god. Fucking 3 human borders over and effing over again, man. These damn humans off my ship. Suppose all you're getting at is a general point that we're all playing with an approximation of what is... Hold on a second. What is objectively best? You've been an extraordinary player for many years, yet you turned out to be wrong about many things. True. I try to... No. I try to avoid making sweeping generalizations about FTL. I try to say it depends about most things that we talk about when we're talking about FTL. things. But there are a few things that I'm have a pretty hardline stance on. Hacking is objectively the best system in the game that's not a system you start on with every ship, like shields, weapons, piloting, etc. I think we can all pretty much agree, if you have experience in FTL and you know that if you have an option to what system you should buy, it's like 95+% of the time hacking. Clone Bay, I think maybe it's not quite as hardline stance as hacking. Maybe 85 to 90% of the time is going to be better than Heal Bay. Now, maybe we'll learn more information that that's not true, but again, it has to be these very niche situations where you're in Sector 2 abandoned with specifically Crystal, or Lanius B and you're bad at micro, so you don't know how to keep your health high. So, did I need to refresh any of these dudes? Nah, we're good. We're good. I already did. Zoltan Homeworld's Forced. Wonderful. Slugsy is the best ship because hack and mind control, and if you get cloak, you win. Yeah. I'm low on fuel. We don't want to go to Distress Beacon and Nebulous in a Zoltan sector, because if we're forced here, we want to get the quest, not that we want to actually look for it. Doesn't help that FTL is a game where sometimes fringe situations kill you. Yeah. Okay, big giant missile. That is a true statement. I would agree with that statement. There are fringe situations that can get you killed, that's for sure. It's hard to ever say you should play around those situations, but there probably are times when you need to play around those situations. One of the hardest things to know in FTL is to know when you're approaching said fringe situation, like you're playing Crystal B and you're going into Bandit 2. You're like, okay, well, should I get Clone Bay or should I not get Clone Bay? Honestly, I dislike spending the scrap on swapping from Medbay to Clone Bay on any ship. But there are times when you should and probably times when you shouldn't, and it can be hard to know. Don't you love to win in Sector 2 with some ships, Kappa? Maybe there's a difference whether you play no pause or pause 2 when it comes to Clone Bay versus Heal Bay. Yeah, probably another thing to consider as well. And 2 fuel. 2 fuel. I want to put you in here. We have 4 boarding at least. Fringe is a new word you learned today. Nice. On Flagship Phase 3, you're too scared of the overcharge and choose cloaking over hacking if you can't have both. Yeah, I can understand that. But my rule for that ninjality is if I don't get cloaking because for some reason, like it's a ship that can only get one system and I want to get hacking, I make it a hard and fast rule that I must get 4th shield, even if it's at the cost of other things that I usually like to get, like value points or better weapons or something. So. Oh my god, fucking disruptor with missiles and hacking. I fucking hate this game. Alright, well here we go. What does he hack? My hacking. Okay. You should have 0 goddamn dodge with this ship. Okay, double firing weapons is great. Go here. Okay. Please, may I have some fuel? Please, video game, may I please have some fuel? No, no. I get all these amazing rewards that equal 0 fuel. Ah, jeez. Let's not die, because my clone. Holy shit. I almost just lost that NG, actually. Jesus. I don't have a Zolt to force power into my Clone Bay. Alright, we'll get you refreshed now. $72, you're gonna heal for 16. Be 80 something, that's fine. Disruptor with hacking and an ion drone. I've had multiple runs ended by a ship like this lately, I think. I effing hate disruptors with hacking and drone control and missiles. And they always fucking have all three of those things lately, it feels like. God, I effing hate these ships so much. I think they are cheating and shouldn't exist in this video game. But, you know, it wouldn't be fun if we weren't getting punished all the time, right, chat? I'm about to be out of fuel. Good job dealing with the ship, thank you. Fed B died to this? Yeah, sounds about right. There's a reason you put them in their own top tier of your enemy tier list. Oh, really? You put disruptors in their own tier? That's funny. Cheating ass mother effing ships is what they are. I don't want you to be getting fired on. Was this a level 3 freaking clone bay? What the actual F? Jesus, that must have been a level 3 clone bay. Had to have been. Okay. That should be the end of the fight, right? There it is. What? Oh, he still had an NG over there. Okay. Now the fight's over? Oh, thank God we got 3 fuel. Okay, good. God, level 3 clone bay, 4 crew, and a missile. Fun ship, man. Fun ship. I think that was level 3 clone bay. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was. In your opinion, I guess you're asking me, what would make a combat drone that... What would make a combat drone that was worth using? Well, I don't like offensive drones because you can't aim them. But there are situations where combat drone is worth using. I don't think I understand the question. Are you asking how to buff combat drones? I don't know. That seems like a too open-ended question for me to answer quickly. What's up, RPG Nerdos? Britnell says you don't want to buff combat drones. Well, there are mods where I've seen combat drones buffed. Like, that, to me, that's like... I think what you're asking is, how would you make combat drones into something I would use more often than I currently do? And the answer to that is you kind of have to make some sweeping changes to FTL. Okay. So I don't have a good answer for you. I don't have a short answer for you. You could do things like what Slow Rider X Core is doing in Insurrection Plus, where you give every ship an inherent drone recovery arm, and that makes drone control in his mod better than hacking, because hacking has been given sweeping changes that are mostly nerfs. It's sweeping changes I think you have to make to do what you're asking, I think. You're curious to the spot of Sector 7 Lanius bombers on Mike's list of enemy ships, huh? Yeah. Crap, I made it there, oh well. Sector 5 Lanius bombers are more dangerous than Sector 7, relatively. Right, we have enough for cloaking, so if I can just buy cloaking here, that would be amazing. Long-range scanners would be great too, because maybe I could, well, get jebaited into looking for Zelton Homeworld's quest. Oh, that's reconstructive. Okay. So no cloaking. 6 fuel. I can get the long-range scanners and get jebaited into looking for Zelton Homeworld's quest. Do I ever vent a human to get a slug so I have mind control protection for my pilot? Seems a little harsh to the human. Or my NG on piloting, I guess. Damn, I still only have 7 fuel after buying all of the fuel there. Alright, the $1,000,000 question. Do I actually look for Zoltan Homeworld's quest, or do I just get the ship fights? I'd probably do a mix and go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Although I can get 8. 5. I can get 9 if I go 6, 7. Although I can't get that in 6, 7, 8, 9. You still like defense drone more than you should, huh? Yes, third long-range scanners is the charm. Alright. We have one other guaranteed store. If it's up there, I go there. If it's not, I probably go down there. Is the human's own fault for being human, huh? Human is untrained. Yeah, he is boarding though. Okay. How am I gonna do this? He's got a heal bay. He's gonna have a bunch of crew. Do I insta-board or not? I kind of want to hack when I board, so I think I'm gonna not insta-board. This guy really likes fires. So if I insta-board, especially with doors. Okay. It's good. Okay, we're through. We do this. We board here. Too late on that. You fix that. Let's see. I think my company is responding to something. I don't know. I think you're talking about Lanius bombers. Would the Sector 5 variant be on the top end of the list? Talking about Sector 5 Lanius bombers, I assume. Well, you can probably look at the list, Cowd. I'm sure it's... Is the list on your website, Mike Copley? I'm assuming it's on your website. And I'm assuming this is a list of what are the scariest ships in the game. Okay, I do need power. Do I have anything to sell at a store? Advanced FTL navigation we randomly got. Okay. Okay. Nice free stuff. That is a Pulsar. I don't even want a Pulsar. If I'm going down there, I have to go through a Pulsar. Okay. This is a safe fight. I can't get any training though, so let's use no drone parts and just very slowly kill this guy. I need him to dodge nothing. The list is about overall actual threat to you, so the sector is integral to that. That's why Flagship is on its own bottom tier. Auto hacker, shield hacker, sector 1 equals scare. True, true. Nice, breach shields. Getting a little bit of weapon training here, I guess, on this fight. I could fully weapon train, but again, with my speed hack not working quite right, I don't want to take the time yet. On a ship I'm feeling decently strong on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, do I willingly go through a Pulsar for a chance at another store? I'm gonna do some upgrades and say yes. Maybe I should have hacked 3'd for that. Okay, the plan is to board in this Pulsar. Oh man, so if he has multiple, if this is a frickin' disruptor or rigger in a pulsar with boarding drones and missiles, this is going to be a nightmare to deal with, and I have to decide what we have. Okay, it is a rigger, and he does have drone control, but it's not as bad as it could be. So I can control the doors. Damn, fire thing is still online. Okay, we murdered them really quickly, thankfully. Alright, I don't have Elanius to keep my clone bay on in the pulsar, so I can't refresh here. Alright, not too bad of a fight. Best weapon. What, the heavy laser shot? Or what? Alright, I would like to leave with all of my shiznazzle online, so I'm waiting for shields to not be down. Good. Hey, rewarded with a store. Rewarded with a store with cloaking would be amazing. Would be amazing. Flak. I'm not disappointed about the flak. I'm disappointed in that there is no cloaking here, so. Buy all of the fuel. One repair. Small bomb for boarding support I could also do. And just gonna keep this. Hoping to still get cloaking at a store soon, and I wanna, you know what, I'm gonna sell the advanced FTL navigation because I don't like having my augments full, because if I get another free one, it's wasted scrap, so I'm gonna sell that. I bought all the fuel at both stores in this sector, and I'm at 10 fuel. So not great fuel things. The whole laser is best weapon. They have the same sounds, so it's equally good. Oh yes, the sounds thing. I forgot you said that. Okay. These my crew are fighting in a fire. Am I okay with that? Yeah. Pilot trained rock. You're fully trained. Alright, well, we got rid of the human. Easy choice. I don't know, I was thinking about getting rid of an NG there. We got rid of the human, obviously. Obviously. And let's refresh just you. Black burst laser 2, you love to see it. You didn't even mention the heavy laser 1 we got. Pretty nice Mantis C run, yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, our first jump this run was a free crew, so kind of set the tone for this run. Can't be mad about it. Even if we are occasionally fighting these frickin' annoying riggers and whatever they're called, disruptors. Alright, so we did not get Zoltan Homeworld's quest. So sad. Urnamu for the new rock. Okay, 1 second. Alright, Zoltan border please with a glaive beam. Gonna refresh all my dudes here, isn't it? Okay, okay. That sucked, but it didn't kill our clone bay. He doesn't have, and he doesn't have clone bay, thankfully. fun with Micro versus freaking Lanius bombers. Or Lanius... What are these guys called? Zoltan... Whatever the hell they're called. Columbia's down. Get in there. Border police. I can't complain and play the video game at the same time. Rough life. No complaining and gaming at the same time. There we go. Okay, a free healing burst. Not even that good of a reward for a really annoying fight. I only took like 3 damage there. Could have been worse. Fun, micro, fun. Thank you for the 1665 bits. What is that? Is that triple flak bits or something? I'm not sure what that random number is, but thank you, Nietzsche. The generosity today has been awesome. Oh, tier 3? Oh, and I missed the tier 3 sub a minute ago. 5 years for you. It was 7 years for Shogi earlier and 5 years for you, tier 3 subbage. That is amazing. Thank you for the follows earlier from Night Prime and Hypno Bear. Some big milestones today, apparently. 5 years, over 7 years, all sorts of crazy stuff. Healing burst, 35 missiles. Why not? Because I'm gonna sell it. I'm not gonna actually keep it on my bar. Right? I need the more practice at the fine art of game planning. I feel like I have a lot of practice. I feel like there's one thing I have practice at. It's complaining at my video games. Alright, NG for stores, because all I want is cloaking. Yeah. You finally made it from work. Hope everything's okay. Thanks, Pink Floyd. Glad to have you here. Well, I hope I don't have an NG mall up here that's impossible to get to in time. Here, fuel bomb to sell, so I'm gonna do that. That lets me go like this. Black burst laser. It's okay, Rand. You can't be talented at everything. Okay. What do you mean? I'm the main character on my stream. I am good at everything, and anybody who says differently is wrong. They are objectively wrong. Like an opinion about Heal Bay versus Clone Bay. Okay, well, I take damage here if I don't hack this Halberd Beam, which almost happened there. No, but seriously, I feel like there's one skill I can boast. It's, at least on my streaming, is the ability to complain about anything. This thing is amazing, yes, but let me tell you what's negative about it. That's what I feel like I do sometimes. Not that I want to be negative. It's just, I think I'm helping by saying the things that could be better. It's the voice teacher in me. That was great, but here, let me tell you how that could be better. Rename, yes, I forgot. Okay, I'm at a store. I can rename right now. Sorry, that's hashtag blame chat distractions. Urnamu, right? Urnamu. WYM. I'm not sure what that means. Take damage from the halberd. Is that supposed to be what you mean? Repair burst is great. You wonder what Rand thinks about it. Clueless. Okay. There's cloaking. The ship is basically done now. Buy all the fuel, and we still can't break 10 fuel. Okay. Cloaking. Pulsar replicator, automated reloader. I guess the one thing at a store I would buy would be like a Breach 2 missile bomb for boarding support. WYM means what do you mean? I feel like you left out a letter. Isn't it supposed to be WDYM? I mean, if you're going to use these shorthands, you got to at least spell the shorthands right, or else I'm going to just be confused. Or are people now shortening even the shortenings? Is it WDYM, or if you don't have time to add one letter, it's WYM? I mean, oh my god. The shorthands are getting shorter. What you mean? Soon we're going to all be talking in one-word sentences, and if you don't know what people are talking about, then you're just old. What you mean is street. You skip verbs in most things. Successfully passed the final test of clicking on right system in store. That's right. think it's always been what you mean. No, I don't think it's always been that. I think it's usually been WDYM. But I don't know. I'm old, so I don't know what slang and shortenings are, I guess. I really want to buy this, but it means I'm not buying fuel, or I'm selling something else that's good. Like, if I buy this, I can't afford any fuel or drone parts. My god, flak burst halberd beam eventually is an amazing system. You know, I am going to just do that and not spend any more scrap, because I can spend one more power on a heavy laser and have great weapons until I get the halberd beam online. There's always a voice in the back of your head worrying you will fail that test of clicking the right system, huh? Good deal. You said you'd take damage from lone halberd if you didn't hack it when I had both shields up. Were both my shields up? Maybe they were. But please, cut me some slack. I'm playing hard with no pause. There might have been shields being down from an asteroid field that I was in or something. Or the halberd beam was just about to fire right after a volley of a burst laser 2 that had got my shields down, so I don't know. In the world of shorthand, nothing amuses you more than the short for I am not a lawyer. Okay. I don't know that reference. We remember the early days of the net rand. Don't let the whippersnappers gaslight my memory. Okay. It's only one drone part. Who cares? Well, one drone part can be important, but yes, I use a drone part to stop a halberd beam from firing. Maybe that I didn't need to stop. Maybe. I would want to check the VOD to see if I needed to do that or not. With traumatic memories of Scott selling dual lasers to a mouse slip. Yikes. Not like somebody was insulting the sanctity of insert meta weapon system here. Sarcasm. Alright, so this is improved hacking gives us most scrap gain because we get a freeze run reactor booster to sell. Already seen 3 stores though. I'm going to be out of fuel. So I bought the halberd beam, didn't get fuel. Okay, we just got a free pre-igniter from giant alien spiders. Wow. Wow, okay. Giant alien spider free pre-igniter. It even rhymes. Streamer luck. Better lucky than good, as they say. Well, let's pre-ignite this crazy weapon system and get cloaking hacking cycle. And I think I'm okay with leaving this drone reactor booster behind. A little bit of wasted scrap, I guess you could argue, since I just got 2 jumps in a row with 3 augments. Remember that thing I said earlier about I sold that augment because I hate to be full on augments? Well, this is why. I'm now leaving 25 scrap behind, basically. Giant alien spider is always worth. Giant Texan spiders with a pre-ignited weapon system. That's right. Okay, I'm not even gonna chance a dive right now. We're so far ahead, I don't need to chance a dive for 1 extra ship fight. Sell drone parts. Yeah, it would have been a dive. Force Zoltan. 2 Force Zoltans in a row. Or Zoltan into civilian into Zoltan, I guess it was. Yeah, we just need stores for fuel, basically. Streamer luck, you had to say it. Oh, you don't have to apologize. I don't even disagree with you. Boarding plus boarding. Do I want to hack his teleporter? He's got insane weapons. Micro and shit is hard in fights like this. Okay, he's got double bombs. This is very scary because I'm losing that fight. Oh god, they follow me around. Jesus Christ. Okay. And my weapons are in the wrong order. Okay, ioning that. I want to vent these guys. It's a fucking hard fight right now. Fucking hard fight right now, chat. This is really fucking hard. Don't bomb my clone bay, Jesus Christ. Don't bomb my clone bay. This is a fucking hard fight, chat, by the way. Fucking hard fight. Fuck you, FTL. Jesus Christ. God, I hate fucking Zoltan sectors. Let's recap what that bullshit fight was, by the way. That was first jump in a Zoltan sector, free double or triple Mantis borders with bonus Mantis borders, double missile weapons that bypass my shields, plus heavy laser 2, plus burst laser 2. Jesus. Stupid fucking fight. Alright, we handled it though. God damn this fucking game, I swear, that is such bullshit. Why are you so mad, Rand? Because my life just flashed in front of my eyes. That's why I'm so mad. My life literally passed in front of my eyes. If they bombed my clone bay in the middle of dealing with that shit, fuck this game, man. It's fun. It's simulated danger for entertainment purposes, as Cthulhu would say if he were here. God damn it, man. How many borders was that? Like 7? 6 or 7? While dealing with other shit? Just stupid bullshit. That's what we call Mantis Border Police. Or when we talk about Zoltan Border Police and Mantis Border Police, this fucking fight right here, that's Mantis Border Police. And F that crap. So stupid. Some dodge and power right now. It's like you got caught in a stampede and somehow made it through only slightly scathed. You very nearly got all the way through that fight without giving them a chance to take out my crew. Very nearly, yeah. I want to try to not use a drone part here if I can help it. Did my best. Okay, now they should not. They will go to the heal bay. Okay, I guess that's because there's a fire there, is my guess. If I go to shields, they should no longer hang out there, I think. Okay, getting all these random weird bombs that I don't care about, but that's cool. Flak Halberd, go for it. Oh, you think I should turn on Flak Halberd? I think I like this better right now. Do I like this better versus Zoltan Shield? Actually, Halberd Beam basically instantly gets rid of Zoltan Shield plus Flak. I don't know. I like this for now. I want to wait to get Halberd until I can get it plus Flak and another weapon and not just Flak plus Halberd right now. Okay. Good. Breached weapons, we cloak the bomb, and this should be a safe fight. Do I have Zoltan Shield bypass? Yes, I do. I'm not always making use of it because the whole thing about Zoltan Shield bypass is it's more for the boss than it is for boarding Zoltan Shield ships. But if you're fighting an enemy Zoltan Shield ship that has a heal bay and you board them before you're through their Zoltan Shield, they will just run back and forth to heal bay while fighting your dudes. So I know I won't often instantly board them, even if I have Sultan Shield bypass, because I want to do something like kill their heal bay or lock down their weapons room with my hacking before I board them. So it kind of depends on the ship. If they don't have a heal bay or a clone bay, I might just instantly board them. But it, you know, it's one of those, it depends on if I'm going to instantly board them. Depends on the fight. These systems, you almost like the repair burst more, but that's probably too whimsical even for you. Whimsical, huh? Yeah, this is not a safe fight, so... Trying to min-max my weapon usage. This guy had level 2 piloting. I shot my heavy laser at the piloting. The previous guy hacked piloting, had level 3 piloting, which I shot the burst laser 2 at the piloting, so we do just enough damage to take that system offline so we can't dodge further shots. I think I'm getting better at recognizing these situations and capitalizing on them, hopefully. Okay. Alright, store for fuel. Probably drone parts too. Backup DNA bank, it's interesting. Is it worth selling long-range scanners or pre-igniter for a backup DNA bank? It is safety for losing crew. Win sector 6 or 7. If I was sector 7, I'd probably sell long-range scanners for it. Man, I maybe should still do it. Because that fight that I was just going off about how stupidly difficult it was, if I had backup DNA bank, I wouldn't have been in danger of losing my crew. And losing my crew is probably my #1 lose condition right now. And I hate to do it, but I think that's the play. Because my boarding is my strongest weapon. Do I want to work towards weapon upgrade, or do I want to work towards power and shields? I think I want to work towards power and shields. But all the fuel, right? Yes. Long-range scanners did do some good work for us. It did. That was a lot of scrap over the couple sectors we had it. You'd sell long-range scanners. Well, tech diff, usually my saying I'm in sector 6, so I should sell long-range scanners, I think is a poor justification for doing it. Long-range scanners' value in sector 7 and 8 is can often be as good or better than it is in earlier sectors, depending on what you want it for. If you're trying to avoid bad fights, it's probably better in earlier sectors. But if you're trying to gain scrap, the difference between a ship fight and a non-ship fight is a bigger difference in later sectors than it is in an earlier sector. And I really like my long-range scanners, that's true. I maybe value them higher than I even should. But in my defense, a single jump can be worth upwards of 100 and something scrap if it's a ship fight that becomes a double reward. And if you go to an empty jump instead of that double reward jump because you didn't have long-range scanners, that's often my justification for keeping long-range scanners. You like the thinking around planning around lost conditions? Yeah, I'm trying to be better about that. Yeah, see you later, Jorlak. Frickin' human. That's your training on me, Mike. Thinking about your loss condition. Additionally, in later sectors, you may not need to visit stores, and therefore you have flexibility to follow the fights instead of routing for store discovery. Yeah, I bet you Pro Revel likes that thinking a lot, too. You would always keep pre-igniter. You're not the one playing on hard, but no pause. Well, as great as pre-igniter is, and I'm not going to knock pre-igniter, I think it's one of the best offensive augments. We're a boarding ship, so pre-igniter, you could argue, is not as valuable for our boarding ship as it would be on other ships, but usually my justification for selling long-range scanners is am I selling it to get something that I wouldn't be able to get otherwise, like cloaking? Or am I selling it for something that gives me better combat power? And perfected DNA banks, or backup DNA banks, does give me combat power, protects my combat power from being lost. My boarding ship is the envy of many gunships. True, true. It's like, this guy doesn't have heal bay, so I'm going to instantly board him to end this fight as quickly as possible. Don't be, like, running to the heal bay or something. Nice. Beautiful. Didn't even get the fire shot. You always... Oh, let's see. GL. Thanks, Omni. Appreciate it. Yeah, honestly, I still play boarding ships a little too much like gunships, I think. Like, my weapons are amazing. I probably didn't need to spend all the scrap that I have on my weapons because of how good they are, because we're mainly boarding, but I like to make the boss fight easy. So I greed a little bit for good weapons, even on a boarding ship if I'm far enough ahead. And then the thing about boarding ships is often you get enough scrap on boarding ships that you can play that greedily. But I need to not always play that way. Jeez, keep giving me free crude event. Thanks for letting me vent another human. I was hoping I would have that opportunity. Sorry, I know you just got your training back, but go die an event. That was a blink and you'll Mantis moment, yes. Rand, do I have an opinion on Cher's singing voice? Cher has a very interesting voice. Do you believe in love? She does, as a singer who analyzes other singers' technique, I believe she has tongue tension going on when she sings. I think she's got like a laryngeal and tongue tension thing that makes for her interesting sound. I think she's a great artist. I actually kind of like her voice, but if I were her voice teacher, I would try to get rid of the tongue tension in her singing. I think it's tongue tension that I hear in her singing. Do I care about a store? We're only in Sector 6, so I go buy fuel, yes. You do the same for its worth? You think it's correct to push your advantage when safe? Yeah. Okay, medbay, don't care. There's a time where you hated clone bay because you had backup DNA bank because you had such bad luck with enemies targeting a clone bay at the exact wrong time. Okay. This is now a hybrid ship. Weapon system is better than it needs to be for primary boarding, yeah. Okay, don't clone bay. Let me see what his hacking goes. Okay. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit my own dudes. It's fine. I think we just win this fight anyway. And get deleted. Okay, well, they refreshed my crew for me. She's washed. I don't like that. Is that like saying washed up, or is that something young people say about old people? I don't know. Maybe because I'm getting older, I'm less accepting of people saying, "Oh, they're a boomer. Oh, they're washed up," or "Oh, they got no talent," or something. Like, it's easy to say that about a famous person when you're not a famous person. I have a feeling many people who say they're washed about famous people will never have a fraction of the fame, money, fortune, whatever that person has. So I'm not really a fan of saying that about people. Seems, what's the word? Insensitive, jealous, that kind of stuff. It's like when people say about a person who's really famous on TikTok, "Oh, that's so easy, anybody could do it." Then why didn't you do it? You're jealous. I'm not really a fan of saying things like that. Yeah, dismissive of their effort, dismissive of all the things they've done in their life, what they've accomplished. So, yeah. You'll never have the fraction of the fame that I have. Well, I'm probably definitely am washed. Probably definitely. Okay, what am I doing here? Hacking weapons, boarding weapons? Yeah, let's do it. But you know, that's like the popular thing for young people to say nowadays. They don't like something, oh, they're washed, or boomer. Boomer doesn't know what's popular or something. And I'm not a fan of that. It seems dismissive and negative, and just it's negativity I don't like. She had a good run, but her good days are over. Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that mindset. I don't like that mindset. Don't like it. Just don't like it. Even if it's true, I just don't like that judgment. But I guess it's popular to judge famous people, right? People say, well, it's when people say you're unwashed that you need to worry. True, true. Rand is mogging. I have no idea what that word means. My daughter says you're cooked when she's in trouble or under pressure. Your favorite Zoomerism. Most are pretty middling. There's a big difference between auto-tune Cher and when she has her own show, huh? What do I say about an order queue in FTL? Like shift-click to override default pathfinding. Would it be good? Probably, but it would require complete redesign of the game, so I have very mild opinions on it. A lot of questions like that. What do you think if something was completely different? I'd have to experience to know if it was good or bad, so I have very mild opinions about questions like that. Boomer is old school. Not they're rolling with no cap and other crap you don't wrap your head around. Okay. Boomer is already old school, so I'm already behind to think that people say people are boomers. I don't even know. I'm 43 years old. I guess I give up on trying to keep up with stuff. Huh? You don't actually hear people call others washed all that often. I feel like I see that on Reddit and stuff all the time. I feel like I see that pretty often. Till some new artist collabs with her, and suddenly the young generation rediscovers Cher, and they say, "Oh, I've loved her forever." Yeah, right. How did I only? Oh, that guy was too slow, wasn't he? It's like people who have opinions on things that they have no knowledge about. Those kind of things bug me. Like people posting YouTube videos about oh, that's a fire. That's a fire. I don't want to be in that fire. Posting videos about music, but they don't have any training about music or something. God, this mine. Jesus Christ. This is a fucking stupid ship, man. Double ion. Sorry, I'm trying to make judgments while I'm trying to play a fucking difficult game. At the same time, it's really hard. It's almost like what I'm doing is a very difficult thing. Finish this goddamn shitty fight, please. Mind control, cloaking, clone bay, like 20,000 fucking crew. God, I hate boarding slug ships. Okay, let me get caught up in chat. Your 3 most claim to fame moments are being scouted for the under-18s England archery team, but didn't make it. That's a cool story. World 7th Immortal title in WoW. That's cool. And being a mod in this chat. You're not going to be throwing shade at successful people. 40 is the new 30 and 30 is the new 20. We're all kids. Cool. Classic slugs. Honestly, you don't know how I do it. You couldn't handle the distraction even with pause. Yeah, my brain is pretty fried. Pretty cooked, as the kids say. Do the kids say that? I don't know. By the end of streams. Trying to have discussions, do hard mode, no pause, micro... have opinions about things on the internet. You know, it's this whole thing about saying somebody's washed is like when I saw this video. I think it was a what's his name? Who's the big YouTuber who has opinions about video games? Asmongold. There's a lot of them that fall under that umbrella. Was talking about a YouTuber who's getting shade, and so many of the comments were, like I said earlier, that's so easy. How is he famous doing nothing? It's like the people who say those things are the people who are not successful in their life and are jealous of other people being successful. So that's what I'm trying to say, I guess. That's how you get Alzheimer's. What, doing what I'm doing? I'm hoping that doing what I'm doing is keeping my brain fresh. I'm hoping that doing what I'm doing is like exercising my brain. But who knows? Maybe it'll get me Alzheimer's. Who knows? No heal bay for you. Just cloak for a cloak axe cycle. Make sure that this is not getting repaired. There's the fire. Okay, good. But yeah, sometimes I feel like my streaming is going to give me Alzheimer's with how tired my brain is after the end of the stream. I already sometimes have memory problems, but you know, I think that's common as you get older, that your brain doesn't make connections as quickly as it used to. Brain maxing. They do currently, but by the end of the stream they won't. What? The kids say that currently, but by the end of the stream they will have moved on to something else? Having opinions on the internet is a hard one, yeah. Playing computer games has been shown to help with dementia. Does it really? Okay. Well, I have an aunt who has been... I think dementia is what she's dealing with, and that's a really rough thing to deal with in a family member. So I hope I don't have the fun of dealing with that. Hold off on the piloting upgrade for now. What's up, Tim Tam? At most, FTL will give me a heart attack, but probably not Alzheimer's. Okay. Alright, good, good. Guess that's good. Probably not good. Get a heart attack. Okay. Hacked weapons, board weapons, every fight. That's what we do. Beautiful. Heart attacks require a clog in your coronaries. I think I'm safe. You assume you know how clear my coronaries are. I ate poorly for most of my life. I'm trying to eat better lately, but I don't know. I could have some clogs in my arteries. I could. You don't know. You're betting on a brain aneurysm. Yikes. I mean, if you really want to bet how anybody will die, I'm pretty sure the safe bet is cancer, right? Isn't cancer one of the leading causes of death in humans? Because it sucks to be a human. Hides the cookies, I know, right? There's been some new research in the causes of dementia. They think it has something to do with the brain not being able to flush out a plaque-like substance. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know there was plaque in the brain. 1 in 3 people will get cancer. That's, man, sucks. F cancer. I think that's something we can all agree to as humans. F cancer. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2. Yeah, let's just get all these jumps. We have 2 guaranteed stores, so the only jump I haven't seen up here is that one. Do I even care about stores? That's the real question. Think heart disease is the biggest killer? Like 1 in 4? Considering country of residence, car accidents likely too. Yeah. This is a very positive stream we have going on right now. Talking about how we're all gonna die either from cancer, a brain aneurysm, heart attack, or frickin' some other horrible thing. How did we get on this? Guess I talked about Alzheimer's, huh, or something. I don't know. Goodness gracious. By plaque, they mean arteriosclerosis, or however that's spelled. Okay, not familiar with that. We need to invent toothbrushes for the brain. Okay. Requesting a future crystal named Kazeki. Well, Kazeki, if I roll a crystal ship next, I will try to fill that request. You might be new to the requesting. On YouTube, on Twitch, I prefer to not request things that I don't have yet, because that means I have to remember that. And my Alzheimer's is not really good at that. So, if chat can help me remember, I'll try, but crystal is really rare to get. So, if you want to do a future rename, I suggest you request on a YouTube comment, because that's where I write them down and keep track of them. Dark as it sounds, you'd rather go out than go through dementia if there isn't a chance of being able to cure it or reduce it. Yes. I know, death's such a wonderful thing. So uncontroversial. Heart disease is the number one cause. It includes a lot of things. The plaque people reference in dementia is amyloidosis. Okay. Cardio is a good anti-dementia measure. Well, I try to do, not specifically for dementia, just for health. I try to work out decently regularly, so I'm hoping I will avoid some of these horrible things we're talking about. Heart disease covers a lot of different things, yeah. Free ion bomb. We've gotten a lot of free bombs this run, it seems. Apparently heart disease is the leading cause at 700K during 2022, beating cancer by 100K. Okay. So cancer, heart disease, wonderful. It sucks to be a human, man. We should just vent ourselves, because otherwise you got the choice between heart disease or cancer, apparently. If you want to be technical, everyone's cause of death is hypoxia. I don't know what that means. Arteriosclerosis is the buildup of fat on the arteries that can build up until it blocks that artery, or can break off and travel up the artery, causing a clog. Wonderful. Learning so much about how we're all going to die today. Wonderful. No Clone Bay IRL, I know, right? Hypoxia is lack of oxygen being vented. Okay. I'm guessing all of these other things just cause, in the end, lack of oxygen? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's what that means to technically be how they die. How do we know that slugs or rocks don't have cancer or car crashes? Can a rock get cancer? Now that sounds like a heavy philosophical question. Do the boarding first. Where are they? Back up back. Okay, no missiles. That's good. Let them go back and then we board in the Clone Bay, and that should be GG, hopefully. Fire and weapons is amazing for us. I'm gonna go repair that while we could Clone Bay. Oh, okay, they are gonna keep fighting me. Alright, nice. Fuel. Okay, my real worry now is drone parts. We finally are fine on fuel, at least. Folks here trying to give Rand a good scare, I know, right? If it's in the coronaries, it's a heart attack. If it's in the brain, it's a stroke. If it's in the lung, it's pulmonary embolism. General term is infarction. Why are you all telling me so much about these horrible things? I'm good. What about Dwayne the Rock? I don't know. Reminded me of the lyrics. I hope I die before I get old. I say as a 45-year-old, right? We just need to ask the tardigrades very nicely how they manage the whole immortality thing. I watched a video about tardigrades on YouTube recently, my Copley. Apparently, what they do... Let me see if I can remember what was in the video. they dehydrate themselves. They are somehow able to control the amount of water in their body, so they shrivel up and dehydrate themselves, so that in all these crazy extreme conditions, their cells can't... I think what happens a lot of times in, like, you know, the extreme conditions that tardigrades can live in that other things can't live in, is the cells burst from water freezing or boiling or something. So I think they shrivel up, dehydrate themselves, and go into some sort of hibernation or something. I think that's what the video I saw talked about them doing. It's pretty crazy. Same time unction isn't great either. It's likely the reason our cells age, have to cover themselves, and cause cancer, huh? Okay. O2. Okay, my control down. That's good. Beautiful. Okay, let's make sure they're not repairing the clone bay by going into here. They basically cold boot mode like a computer with ROM storage for the OS DNA. Okay, sure. Maybe that's a good comparison. They also have some bizarre way to shield their DNA against radiation. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Guess I'm not the only one who's seen videos about tardigrades and their ability to survive ridiculous, crazy conditions. What YouTube channel did I see that on? I forget. When I'm not playing video games off stream, I'm just randomly watching crazy cool YouTube things that come up on my recommended. No, I don't think it was real science. I think it was a YouTube channel that just randomly popped up and I can't remember the name of it. Just casually waiting until rocks suffocate. It's what you do on Clone Bay boarding ships often. Le Mandelbrot, it's what you do. It's the way to min-max. Okay, there are my 2 guaranteed stores. I guess I'll check them both, why not? What would I even want from a store right now? I guess I buy the drone. Oh, to sell all this random junk I have. That's right. Okay. Okay. I'm glad I found these 2 stores then. 5 med bays better than clone bay tralalol. You joke, but we've had this discussion like 5 times today, so I will not be doing that. I will not be selling the objectively better system today. Okay, so we'll be nebula boarding, which should be super safe because we can hack weapons board weapons. Is there anything else I need to sell at a store? All those are useful for the boss. Most times radiation causes cancer. What is the cure for most cancer? Radiation. Okay, we'll go in here, finish this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 10-power weapon system, by the way. Just to show off the cheating AI. Count up that power. Oh wait, you can see it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see it right there. You can see the cheating with your own eyes. Is repair burst fast enough to save dying Clone Bay crew if it goes down? I mean, a repair bomb is instant, so yes. But also it depends, because I think maybe you're asking if the repair bomb wasn't already charged. It's not fast enough from 0 to charge. It's got to be already charged. Part of the reason why it's not that good. But pre-ignited repair bomb, I've said many times, it saved one of our runs. It's probably been a year or two since that happened. So, you know, that's one of my memories of we had a repair bomb, a pre-ignited repair bomb recovery at one point. All right, Rebel Disruptor. So I forgot that I had that and not a heavy laser. Forgot what weapons I had. Sure nobody's repairing that. Good. It's looking like I'm not going to get a repair station, which I don't love with my number of drone parts, but hopefully we'll be okay here. Okay, good. Can't wait till we get to the point where modern medicine seems as barbaric and unthinkable as that of Renaissance-era plague doctors. That makes me think of the Star Trek movie that I've seen the most, which is Star Trek 4, the one with the whales, where one of the crew members, it's the one where they go back in time. I forget the crew member's name. It's the guy who says nuclear vessels. I think gets like some brain thing, and Doc Bones has to fix it with the primitive 1980 technology or whatever that they had. And he talks about them being barbarians. Chekhov, that's right. Cell damage causes cancer. Every time a cell goes into mitosis, it has a chance its twin to have a damaged DNA. Most of the time, that cell with the damaged DNA dies. Sometimes it decides to go burr, and the immune system sometimes fails to deal with it. And boom, you're a proud owner of cancer. Okay. Alright, this is not enough time, so... Proud owner of cancer. So proud. Can I get there before he damages this? Nope, I was too slow. I knew there was something I needed to do, and I couldn't think of what it was in time because I was focused on my boarding and stuff. Took one damage there we didn't need to take. Subdural hematoma for Chekhov in that movie. Okay, sounds about right. That's the actual name of it. Star Trek 4, the one with the whales. No, it's not. You forgot the kappa. Even then, a lot of times cancer never actually gets big enough to be noticeable as cancer. Everything causes cell damage from free radicals, background radiation, many things. Living causes cells to die and get replaced. Okay. Do we have a lot of doctors in chat, or are we a bunch of, like, YouTube, internet? I read Reddit, so I think I'm a doctor. Doctors in chat. Because I feel like we're getting a lot of information from people that seems like more than I would think would actually have knowledge about medical stuff. I know Grima is a physical therapist, so has at least some training, but you can see that there are a lot of biology degree people here. Maybe so, maybe so. Okay, at least we get the repair station. That's good. Chat is so smart. I know, right? Oof, we got there just in time. They took over the repair right after I got there. All right, Sector 8 store. Do we care? First laser 2. Be great if I didn't already have amazing weapons. So I don't think I need anything here. I can actually just get 4th shield, can't I? Don't really have the power for it, but I can do it. Do I want that, or do I want a bunch of value points? I like having level 3 teleporter for boarding shenanigans, so... I'm gonna do this. Your information is admittedly secondhand from med students. One of the boons of living in a second student dorm. Okay. Chat's degrees change and adapt as needed. Education is a thing. This is mostly school level stuff. Today is the medicine day. If you need surgery, just ask me. No worries. Yesterday was Star Wars Day. Today is medicine day. Okay. Alright. So what am I doing? I'm hacking missiles. I'm boarding. We're doing normal boarding shenanigans. Okay. Radiation destroys your cell's DNA so that your cells can reproduce, so they just split Can't split literally. Okay, I can't read that sentence. You wouldn't call yourself qualified on the subject, but you do know some things. Okay. Don't hack my teleporter. Sensors hack. Perfect hack. Nice. Let's cloak the Ion. I think the Ion is the next scary thing after missiles. You have a doctorate, but not a medical one. You can do this thing where they call for a doctor on the plane, but the patient dies because a computer scientist turns up. Nice, nice. Good meme. I like that meme. There. Alright, we should be good. We are now safe. Could now be a safe fight. Met my wife while she was in med school. Lots of secondhand knowledge on your part. Okay, nice, nice. Sensors getting hacked is so good. Yeah, it's like the #1 best hack we could have gotten. Alright, so we just slow play this. Let's let him get through the door so the doors will reset. Turn on the clone bay because these guys probably will eventually die. Radiotherapy destroys DNA, causing cells to self-destruct, so to speak, reducing cancer cells replication. I think that's what he meant to say. Okay. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the hacking door to reset thing. Go in before the door. Damn it. There. How many crew they have left? I don't know, because my sensors are hacked. The worst hack we could have had. Just kidding, it's a fine hack. Okay. If only I had sensors, lol, I would know how many crew we have left to kill. Come on, kill the guy attacking the door, you stupid freaking rocks. I really hate the mechanic of the guy attacking the door. You all of a sudden don't get to choose to attack that guy. He just randomly attacks another dude. It's such a dumb mechanic. Kind of like you can't choose who you mind control in a room. Jesus Christ, they keep getting out because of that shitty mechanic. This will eventually be a win. I just can't finish it because of the stupid mechanics of this. Okay, keep the door locked. Now let him in. Now close it down. He instantly ran in and ran out. Hit the guy who's like one hit from death, you stupid mantis. Thank you. Jesus. Hit the damn guy who's one hit from death, you dumb mantis. Ah, so stupid, that mechanic. Even boarding is subject to RNG? Yeah, it really is. Well, it is when in that specific situation, I guess. Alright, GG. Damages phase 1. We should potentially have a damages phase 2. Phase 3 will be the tough one. Mantis, not known for their intelligence, though. Yeah, I guess that's true. Alright, so I'm gonna leave my rock crew on the ship to deal with the boarding drone. And we're gonna open all the doors except the weapon room and hope that he doesn't board in the weapon room. The wedding room. The weapon room. I'm gonna get value point in doors. We don't have mind control counter for phase 3, so doors might be useful, maybe. Mind control changes in multiverse to some of your favorites. You can choose who gets mind control. You can I should take control of them instead of them being guided by AI. Yes, but then you're forced to play multiverse. So, you know, I'm not gonna worry about that. Zing on multiverse. Sorry, I had to. Such a multiverse hater, I know, I really am. Really am. I don't actually hate multiverse, I just play a multiverse hater on TV. Wow! We just took a shit ton of damage for no reason. Thanks, FTL. How the fuck did we have 0 dodges so we took that many shots? F you, FTL, man. Guess we had literally 0 dodges there. Do I know about Void War? Yeah, Grimmy. I've been hearing about it a lot. It looks exactly like it looks like an FTL ripoff that's probably going to be not as good as FTL, and it's not even playable yet. So I'm not quite sure why so many people talk about it, but probably because it's people who play FTL and want something new are super excited by that. That was a really good shot from the boss. Perfect timing. Where we dodged literally 0 shots is the thing that you forgot to mention there. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all my boarders here. I hope one of them gets mind control, and we board with the other 3 and let the other guy beat on teleporter. Move you there, move you there, move you there, and tell you to go there. 26 scrap, as good as that value point. Multiverse is scary. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in multiverse. FTL thought there was a decimal point in front of your dodge chance. Okay. Alright, do I care about depowering the hack? I don't really care. Good repair, but we're going to insta-board. Okay, so it is one of my borders, which is perfect. Piloting, I guess. Don't cloak the missile. You just have to take 1 missile. And 0 dodges on the laser. Any dodges here?
Why? He dodged every fucking
1 dodge. Okay. Okay, we're through. Good. Alright, that should be GG. Do I bring my boarding crew back, or do I let them go down with the ship and clone them? Let's let them go down with the ship and clone them. GG, Mantis C. Believers rejoice. Really strong run. My brain hurts a little bit. Why do I have a headache? I don't know. But it was a long run because, you know, boarding runs are always long. But really strong run. That's 5 in a row. Mantis C, which can be awkward. It's nice to have a strong run there. Let me get all my tracking done here. And let's check that score. Over, under on 5,500, somebody said. What was it? 56.97. Pretty darn good. Let them die like heroes, yes. Sorry you got mind control. Don't worry. It's not your fault. Oh my... Whoa! Look at that. NG Homeworlds 5. 195 free stuff in that single sector. That might be the single highest free stuff I've ever seen. 448. I'm actually going to mark that. 448 scrap free stuff. 195 free stuff scrap in NG Homeworlds Sector 5. That might be the highest amount of free stuff I've ever seen. That's kind of crazy, actually. It's double counted some stuff. It did? Why is it double counting? You're right, double pre-igniter. Okay, well then I'm going to delete that. That's a lie then. Why did it double count? No, I'm not going to print screen. It's if it's lying to me. That's counting double pre-igniter apparently. Why does FTL Save Game Manager double count stuff? Oh, it's probably because augments moved between discarded and to my inventory, and it counts it when you move them back and forth, huh? Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, it's probably the discard thing. All right, well, GG cookie time. We have our cookie. We got our win. I'm just to use the restroom. Y'all feel free to grab a drink, grab a snack. When we come back, we will random another ship. I probably only do 2 runs a day because my brain is hurting. But that one also went an hour, pretty long. So see y'all in just a bit, my friends. Enjoy chair or ad time.